Right, welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. We've now got the villains revealed for Star Wars The High Republic. This is like this massive media thing that they're looking to push at Lucasfilm and Disney, of course, which is going to span like books, comic, like loads of stuff. It's a plant. It's a plant, yeah. Basically. That's the massive villain. That's what the Jedi fear. Really weird. I don't think it's good. I think it's quite unimaginative. Yeah. It's basically like Star Wars' version of Swamp Thing. So let's dive into it. This article is linked down below. Let's take a look. I really think this is a bit dumb, to be fair. Yeah, I'm not such a fan. But basically, the official Star Wars website has revealed a first look at their upcoming High Republic villains, the Drengir, and provided more details on the Nihil and their leader, Marchion Ro. So we knew that they were having like weird space Vikings. That was one villain. The Drengir are the plant ones. As described by Lucasfilm Publishing creative director Michael Siglain, the Drengir were created to answer the question, what scares the Jedi? So keep that in your mind when we go through this, because you'll see why I'm like just poo-pooing it. These were created to answer what scares the Jedi, not the Sith. Oh no. Not the Sith, guys. Not the Sith. Siglain explained, one of the North Stars for this initiative is to answer the question, what scares the Jedi? Which is a really fun, but extraordinarily challenging question to answer. I thought it had already been answered, personally. I thought the Sith was the answer to that question, but apparently not. He continued, all 5 authors, as well as the story group and publishing teams, had thoughts on what would scare them, and why, but everyone agreed that had to be something new. Because you couldn't possibly do like the unknown regions, you couldn't possibly, like what? Come on. Please. Come on. Anyway, here's what the Drengir are. It's a giant hentai tentacle monster. It's just uninspired, isn't it, really? It's just a bit sad. That's it. Yeah, there you go. High Republic author Cavan Scott would provide more details about these new villains. As the Jedi struggle to deal with the aftermath of the Great Disaster, a new creeping terror rises from the ground beneath their feet. The Drengir are sentient plant life who are looking to reap a terrible harvest across the galactic frontier. See what you did there, plants and harvest. Yeah. He continues. There's so many puns here. You know that they don't take their audience seriously when they're just doing puns. The seed for the vegetation-based villains came from a sketch by legendary Star Wars artist Ian McCaig in the early days of the High Republic's development. Ian had been sketching monsters, and there was one creature that was covered in vines and creepers. It sparked off the inspiration for what became the Drengir, and I quickly fired off a document outlining what could be their culture and background to the rest of the group. Drawing on research, I've been reading about how real-world plants thrive and communicate with each other. It's not good. Scott then detailed, what's wrong with the Sith? Scott then detailed how much he likes the Drengir. It's been great to see the Drengir's threat grow throughout the initiative. They are one of my new favourite Star Wars monsters. They are sinister, unstoppable, and, as we'll find out, inescapably linked to the fate of one of our High Republic Jedi. But apparently that's what the Jedi fear, the Drengir. Right, okay, whatever. Not only did Star Wars reveal the Jedi will be facing down the Drengir, but they will also be facing off against the Nihil. These are what they deem to be like the space Vikings, which is an interesting concept, actually. I'll give them that. So Charles Soule explains the Nihil are brutal, savage marauders based in the Outer Rim. They're the stuff of nightmares, able to appear anywhere, almost at will. Alright. They use bizarre, intimidating tactics, chemical weapons, poison, anything that might kill you they'll use. Like the Sith. The Nihil are organised into 3 main divisions called Tempests. So the Tempest is the division, right? Okay. Each with its own captain who wields total control. They are frightening in a way that feels great for Star Wars, in part because their code, if you can call it that, is so simple. The Nihil take what they want. If you stand in their way, they will kill you and everyone you love. But even Chaos agents can have goals, and the Nihil's plans run directly through both the Republic and the Jedi Order, and these are what they are. They're just space Vikings. One of the Nihil's leaders is apparently named Marchion Ro. Soule went on to describe him. Marchion Ro holds an important post within the greater Nihil organisation. He is the eye of the Nihil, as was his father before him. He doesn't give the orders, that's up to the Tempest runners, but in a very real way, everything revolves around him. Alright, bit of a contradiction. The things that make the Nihil more than just a bunch of Outer Rim raiders all come from Marchion. He is also, in every sense, a bad guy. And it's been fantastic building someone around which to focus the darker elements of our High Republic story. They gave him a Cyclops eye. There's no nuance, is there? He's the eye of the Nihil, so they give him one singular eye in a helmet. They're just treating you all like idiots. Fellow High Republic author Daniel Jose Older would state, the Nihil are truly unlike any villain we've seen in Star Wars before. I'm really excited to go deep behind enemy lines in the IDW ongoing series and give readers a chance to learn about the inner workings of one of the most vicious, unyielding and chaotic groups the galaxy has ever known. What do you make of these new High Republic villains? What about their designs? Do you think the Jedi would be afraid of these 2 new villains? I mean, those are interesting questions I would pose to you guys. But I also think, I think ultimately, right? And I said this on... I said this on the live stream last night with Midnight's Edge about Star Trek Discovery. Is that prequels fall apart when you add, increasing universe elements. Like, bigger threats, bigger this, bigger that. And ultimately, If these villains were so big, we'd have heard of them before, wouldn't we? Let's be honest. Of course we would have. I just think prequels like this don't work. They should have put this in the future so they could just make whatever they want. It makes sense that Vikings, space marauders, would be around at the fall of every single structure that was happening. The rebellion, the empire, this, that. That makes sense. In the dawn or the era where the Jedi are at their peak, it wouldn't actually make a lot of sense that there would be space Vikings, Spikings. It just wouldn't. And also, why haven't we heard of them before? I don't know. I just think it's kind of lame. And I think as well, the Drengir, this giant bloody tentacle monster, hentai thing, was designed as the answer to what scares the Jedi. This. It's not very scary, guys. It looks like a Magic the Gathering card, doesn't it? It looks like something that belongs on Magic the Gathering's playing cards. Or even a Pokemon. I just think it's a bit uninspired, and it's a shame. If they'd set this in the future, way in the future, and they'd got better people on board to do it, I think you could have had something quite good here. But you've got people that fundamentally are a little bit lackluster with their imaginations. Remember, again, I said to you to keep this in your mind. We had to answer the question, what scares the Jedi? The Drengir were the ones to answer that. This bloody ent-looking tentacle beast thing. Oh, that's sad, isn't it, really? Anyway, love to hear your thoughts. What do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comment section. Are you looking forward to this? Are you not? Let me know down below. If you're new, do hit subscribe. Also, link down below in the description box is a GoFundMe link to the crowdfund for my next film. Please do support it. Support original filmmakers. It's a psychological horror film exploring mental health, suicide, and depression. Something which I think is very important to explore. Thanks so much. Take care.